this video, we are going to discuss dual axis chart. So Tableau provides us a feature using which we can plot a chart with two measures simultaneously. So over here, if you'll see, we have created a chart showing the sum of sales and profit ratio for the category of products across years. So over here, this left scale is showing me sales, whereas this right scale is showing me profit ratio. So on a single graph, I see both the measures sales and profit ratio simultaneously, and each one has a separate axis. Such kinds of charts are known as dual axis charts. These charts are very useful in case the you want to show the end user, the C-level executive or your clients, that how are the data points differing at various continuous variables or at various measures. So if we go just by definition, dual axes are two independent axes, as I told over here, like one is sales and one is profit, and they are independent of each other. Then dual axis allows us to compare multiple measures. Here we are comparing sales with profit ratio, and they are useful when we have two measures that have different scales. Yeah, because if they'll be of same scale, then no need of having two axes, one axis would be enough. But over here, since the two scales are quite different and we have been able to merge them together, that's why we use dual axis. Dual axis gives us that flexibility. So basically, for creating dual axis, there are two methods. Either we'll drag and drop the fields over here until a black dot line comes, or within the this second field drop down, I'll get an option to select dual axis. So from that also I can create a dual axis chart. So without much ado, let's go to our Tableau workbook to see how to create dual axis chart. So over here, you will see that I have created dual axis chart, which represents the sales and profit of states across the regions. So if I over here, if you will see that for each state I get two dots. So the blue represents the profit and the oranges represents the sales. So over here you will see that the scale of profit ranges from that something minus, like around minus 50k to 200, and over here in case of sales, if you will see, the scale is again ranging from minus 50k to something around 500k. Now over here you will see, in case of sales, all the values are quite above this 0k, means almost all the sales are at least positive. But in case of profit, if you see, there are some values which are negative over here. So had there been only one scale, like either it had been only sales, had there been only profit, then the scale would have been adjusted based on one measure only. But since over here there are two measures which have got different scales. Profits range from negative value to plus value, whereas sales are always greater than equal to zero. So both these axes are quite different from each other, but still they have been plotted together to show the sales and profit generated by each state within each region. So now we'll see how to create such a dual axis chart. So first let me clear this visualization over here. Now first of all, we'll see that corresponding to a particular, say, category over here, what is the sale. Now over here we'll see that what is the profit. You can say I've got these two different charts. One is showing me the sales, one is showing me the profit, because these two have appeared upside down because the scale of both the measures is different. Now if I want them both to be on the same scale, I would like the profit scale to be on the right hand side and sales to be on the left hand side. So for that, what I'll do, over here in the drop down of profit, I get an option dual axis. Now one thing to remember is, in if you will see these two pills in the drop down of the sum of sales, you don't get an option to add a dual axis. But in this field, sum of profit, you get an option to add dual axis. The reason is the second pill, that is the second major pill which is added over here, that only gets the option to add a dual axis. So the moment I do it dual axis, so the profit scale has moved on the right hand side, and now both sales and profit are being represented on this single graph The sales are represented by orangish color and the profits are represented by bluish color. Now, if I would like to bifurcate it further, so in place of category, let me place subcategory. Now you will see that for furniture, almost you will see that there are subcategories which are generating losses for me. These are negative profits, means these are losses for me. And some over here in office supplies and technology, my profits are almost always positive. And similarly with the yellow dots of sales, uh, I'll see that the highest number of sales are coming from the furnitures and technology category, but at the same time the minimum profit or the losses are coming from the furniture category a lot. So in this way, I have plotted both the sales and profit together on a single graph, and this was using the option available in this second pill. This is the dual axis. Now, let me remove this chart and let me create it using the another option which I have. So again, I'll place the category over here. I'll place the subcategory over here. Then I'll get my sales over here. Now, one method was for in the previous graph, I had just dragged and dropped profit over here, and from the profit drop down, I selected the dual axis option. Another method is I would drag and drop profit on the visualization directly when I see this dotted line. You can see this black dotted line, guys, just on the rightmost side of the technology category. You will find these black dotted line. So the moment you find this black dotted line, just drop your measure over here. So I'll drop my measure over here. So you'll see that profit has by default being combined with the sales, and a dual axis chart has been made. So this is how you create dual axis charts, and they are quite useful when you want to display multiple features or multiple measures on a single graph. That's all for this video. Let's meet in the next video.